Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to give you a reading for the next 48 hours. Thought I'd do a sneak peek for the next 48 hours. My intention was to come here on Friday. Unfortunately, with the things that went on the day, it just never got out. So here I am. We're going to do the next 48 hours. It's going to take you into the early week, and then we're going to get the sneak peek for the week out for you. That's coming up on Monday or Tuesday. All right. So here we go for the next 48 hours for the zodiac. So thank you for clicking here, by the way, if you've not clicked here before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces, but I've marked everything down below in the description in terms of your time frames for each sign. So please feel free to just scroll the video for whatever you need, but please, 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 please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You do not have all the information that you need. Okay? All right. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. The rest of you off to the races with you. And Aries, here we go. This is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Sneak peek for Aries. What does Aries need to know? What's the most important thing that the collective Aries should need to know for the next 48 hours? All right. We have the King of Wands is in the reverse. All right, things are dropping about. So, Aries, it feels like you're not quite ready to take action on something. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that the reason that you're not taking action is because you're a bit in your ego. It feels like you have a special connection with someone who's an earth sign. Could be, this of course is Capricorn, Queen of Pentacles, but it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth sign, right? We're in a general reading. It feels like the energy of wanting to be able to take action with the Queen of Pentacles, but for some reason you're holding back for the next couple of, at least next 48 hours anyway, next couple of days. So you're thinking on it though. And I feel like with the King, it's like there's 4 wands here. The King's in the reverse. That's what I feel is giving indecision to the whole thing. I think it's just a decision you're waiting to make. But honestly, I think you are not taking action on a lot of things right now. I feel like you're reserving yourself a bit. And I feel like you are holding back. This 4 of Wands is scary for you, I think. Right? This commitment or this person who is connected to your soul. Yeah, possibly, right? All right. It feels like there's some sort of tension between you and the person who is representing the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like some tension or some words were said. It feels like it was almost as if somebody cut a hole in this thing. Their words were too sharp. It feels like it was the King. I think it was you. Yeah. If you are the person in this reading who is the King of Wands in the reverse. So it feels like you might be in a bit of, the reason you're not taking action is because I feel like there's something between you that needs to be broken down. Some sort of illusion. I feel that there's been tensions that have created, this tension needs to fall. It needs to come down. I feel like the inevitability of you trying to hold off the tower is not going to work. You know, the universe answers when you call, and you have called. And I feel like there is about to be some sort of implosion here. Why? Oh, it's the last of your healing. Understood. It feels like the King of Wands here, is supposed to heal the rest of the way with the Queen of Pentacles. It's the Tower in reverse is, holding off the inevitable, holding off change. And I think that's what you're doing, Aries. You're holding off the inevitable. The inevitable is that this whole thing is going to heal because the universe never leaves you out to dry, right? We got the Tower, and then we got the Star card. This is 16 and 17. They follow each other in the major arcana. Major Arcana meaning major secrets. These are universal cards, right? Whenever we see the Major Arcana, we know that there's some big change coming. A change that you can't stop from coming towards you, but you definitely have a choice when this comes to you, right? How you're going to handle it, you're going to respond, or you're going to react. So I feel like there is some sort of a realization or a crashing down of the way we used to think. Yeah, I think this is almost like thought boundaries. It's like I had an idea of what I thought this was, and it's really not that. I shouldn't have used the sharp words. Now I have to heal it. Aries, it feels like you feel you need to heal it, or you just finally want it healed. King of Pentacles. So we have the king and the queen on the table, right? Which indicates there could be a soulmate energy here. Two people that have the same energy or see each other as the same. There's the Emperor. Okay. So two kings here and an Emperor. I really feel like the Emperor is the one in control of all of the energies, is what I want to say. I feel like the Emperor chooses to be seen by the Queen as the King of Pentacles because the Queen is just that, right? Grounded, loyal, someone who is balanced, maybe financially okay, you know, someone who's well off, right? Who knows how to get their pentacles, someone who kind of stands in their power. And I feel like this Emperor energy here is choosing to let you see the King of Pentacles the first visit. I think that when they're, because something's falling here. This illusion that you had created with the Queen, the illusion that there was silence, or that I shouldn't have spoke that way, or whatever happened between you and this person, I feel like the illusion is being wiped away, Aries. And I feel like you're being kind of propelled forward here to the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is touching the Queen, right? So I feel as though you're going to come to this Queen as her mirror. It's time for us to speak. It's time to end the silence. We don't want to be silent anymore. It's enough secrets. It's enough mystery. We've had enough of that. It's time to speak about the Ace of Cups. I believe that the Emperor is going to open a new chapter here. I think it's you going to open a new chapter with someone I feel that it's been silent with here. Could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be, but I feel like there has been silence, or there is something about to come to the surface that was previously hidden. I feel like it's your feelings, Aries, that your feelings are coming to the surface. I feel like the Hierophant tells me that maybe you could have learned a spiritual lesson, that you it feels like you the reason that you haven't acted until now is because of the Hierophant energy. Possibly you're very traditional. Maybe this is a non-traditional union. You are someone who follows the rules, someone who doesn't really step out of line, doesn't want the spotlight on them so they don't step out of line. This person is a teacher nonetheless. So I feel like what's coming to the surface here is that it's time that we stopped being quiet with each other and talk about this commitment here. It feels like there is a solid commitment here that somebody has been holding back. That's what it is. Yeah, Charlie just said that's why the Tower's here. That's why the Tower's here, because Aries, you've been holding off. Yeah, you've been holding off this moment that's going to change your life. It's going to level you up to the Emperor. You are going to get what you want. The path of love is going to open, and everything's coming to the surface. No more silence. We're breaking the silence. Yeah, we're letting go of the illusion. I think that you've been lying about commitment and how you feel about the Queen. I feel like you haven't really told the Queen how you feel, that you've been keeping it under wraps, but I don't think you can keep it under wraps anymore, because now the universe is getting involved. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to keep it under wraps. I do believe this is all coming to the surface. I think you know it. I think that you've been feeling it. I also think the Queen's been feeling it, because these two are connected through the ground. They are connected through vibration, ground vibration, right? Yeah. So possibly the next 48 hours, it might be that you make the decision that it's time to speak to the Queen. Yeah. All right. Here we go, Taurus. This is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours, Taurus. How are ya? If you're interested in a private read, Taurus, don't forget, right into the description, look for the yellow dot. All right, Bull Tribe, what's going on the next 48 hours for Taurus, please? Next 48 hours for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for the next 48 hours for Taurus. Okay. What have we got here, Taurus? All right, you can just deal it all, right? All at once. Here we go. Taurus is impatient today. It's like, come on, Elsie, enough with the patience already. We're done with the patience. I get it. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, we have the Justice card in reverse, and we have the Chariot. Okay, so the thing is, Taurus, is that a decision has been made. Either you've made the decision or they have. Take that as it resonates with you. There is a decision that has been made. There is going to be a second go at it. There is going to be a return of some sort, or a resurrection, or a coming together of sorts. So somebody's made a decision after spotty communication. Someone here is making a decision about you, and this person. The reason that they had been so silent with you, Taurus, is because they were in indecision about the connection. So they were essentially holding themselves back, right? No justice, holding themselves back. And I feel like they are in this energy of the Chariot. I feel like their horses are all over the place. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the energy, when I see this particular depiction, it feels like somebody, like horses are super intuitive, right? And although I know the meaning of this card, I'm being told to tell you that horses are intuitive. And the person who's driving the Chariot is going to lend their energy to the horses. So it feels like it's an overpowering energy, like a super fast moving energy, is what I want to say. So when I see this, it almost feels as though someone's got the reins and is trying to hold back a little bit. And it's like, yeah, Charlie just showed me. So when I was little, my grandpa used to take me to the horse races, and the point at which the thoroughbreds are all like raring to go behind the gate, and we're just waiting for the gate to pull open and the bell to go. That's what this feels like. So it feels like somebody's made the decision, Taurus. Somebody who really wants to come at you quickly, but it feels like there's some sort of injustice, or I don't trust it, or maybe it's not what it looks like. That's why the communication's been spotty, because this person doesn't think, or maybe you don't think, one of you thinks that it's over. One of you thinks that it's over and that this isn't going to work out. And that's why justice is in the reverse. We're having doubts. We don't think that it can come to fruition. It feels like that's why there's been spotty communication. I don't know whose side this has been on, but somebody has been really worried about the emotional side of whatever's been going on with you and someone else. So I think in the next 48 hours, Taurus, I feel like somebody here comes out of indecision. Let's take a look here. Somebody who's been, maybe the texts haven't been, as often as you want them, whatever that means to you. If it's going to be different for everybody, for whatever it is, I feel for whatever standard you have for communication, their communication you feel has been spotty, but I think it's because they're trying to find the courage here. So they're trying to find the courage. You could be dealing with Cancer, Libra, Virgo, and Pisces or Leo. So it feels like somebody here has made a decision to be courageous. To be courageous and speak out. The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. So now we're sharing. We're sharing and we're being a little bit more vulnerable. I mean, Four of Pentacles in the reverse is a very little bit of vulnerability. I'm sharing with you a little bit. Please understand, Taurus, that this person who is like giving you little bits and pieces of text or communication here or there, they're being kind of spotty with it. Please understand that this is what they're experiencing right now. So I feel like this energy is like somebody holding back the reins. Like they don't want to freak you out, Taurus, with their energy. So I think they're holding back the reins. What they really want, I believe, is to be seen by you. They want the spotlight. They just want you to look at them and no one else. This person has decided that ye are a witch. No, this person's decided that you're the magician. Yeah, that you have the ability to bend space and time. That, it feels like this person wants to make a decision, but it's almost just like they're waiting and watching the magician. It feels like somebody here it feels like it's too good to be true. Like they see you. Yeah, it feels like, Taurus, they want to run towards you or go towards you really quickly, but they're trying to hold back. It feels like they're trying to have the courage to make a decision here about who you really are. How does Taurus know what to do when I'm in the room? How does Taurus know exactly what I need before I need it? It's because you are the person who is the watcher, right? You watch body language. You are the person who knows what people need because you're very attentive, and then you take action. I also feel as though, Taurus, for some of you, this is the Page of Swords is telling me that someone has been watching you glow up, and they've been doing it from a distance. So it feels like you don't know that they're watching, or maybe that you might have an indication or a hunch that they're watching. But this person, I feel, for some of you, is watching because they're going to make a decision to come forward here, because we do have the Strength card and the Five of Wands. So someone's finding the strength or the courage to speak up and be more vulnerable with you. This is something for those of you who may be in a relationship already. This may be something that you may find coming up here, that this person is going to start being better with their communication or sharing a little more with you. They haven't quite made the decision about who you are. They know they're very attracted to you. They know that they like to speak to you. They like to watch you. It's like when I see the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands, it's almost like they like to watch you. And I don't mean in a creepy way. I mean, like if you're in their presence and you're having, say, coffee at a coffee shop, they just cannot stop staring at you intently. They think you are beautiful. So it feels like this week there is going to be someone or not this week, sorry, in the next 48 hours, someone is going to become more vulnerable and available for you, Taurus. And I think it's because they're starting to see that you are a person who has all the tools. It feels like they can trust you because they see you as being sort of magical, but they also see you as being very capable and having all the tools. All right. Gemini, here we go. This is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Gemini. Gemini for the next 48 hours, please. Gemini. You've been manifesting something. Just listening. Moving forward in the future, we're moving out of the Four of Swords and going to the Six. So we've healed a bit, and we are now deciding to go from the chaos to the calm. The Magician is the one that has all the tools. It feels like somebody feels as though they have successfully hidden kind of the pain they've been going through. That's what it feels like. It feels like you do have all the tools, Gemini, is what I want to say. You have all the tools that you need to heal the self. And I think that's where you're kind of at right now. I feel it's something that you're thinking about, though. It's swords, so it's not like a physical ailment or emotional. It looks to be maybe trying to make a decision to close a cycle of some sort, because, coming off of the Four of Swords, now we go to the Six. And 6 and 4 is 10, and that's the end of the cycle. It's like you're manifesting. I feel it's like you need to tell the truth to someone, or you want to say something, and you are trying that. Maybe this is the time is now, the manifestation, right? The Alchemist. might be time, the time might be now if you're going to do that. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 48 hours. All right. So this thing you've been manifesting some sort of an opportunity. Tell me more about this. Something that's been moving really slowly. For some of you, it could be something that has to do with work or working on yourself. You're healing to working on the self could be the healing portion of it. Maybe it's been a long time. The healing has been a long time. Why do I need to know that? Tell me about this. What do I need to know that? What are we waiting for? Why do we have so many pentacles? What's going on here? Just listening, just one moment. I don't think that you thought that this opportunity would move again, is what I want to say here. It feels like the person who's in the Eight of Pentacles is looking back at the Knight of Pentacles. It's almost as if you've been waiting. It's like you're trying to work and keep yourself busy while you're waiting for this opportunity to come in, is what it feels like, Gemini. You're just kind of keeping your nose to the grindstone. I'm unclear as to whether you are the one who is taking the opportunity to someone else or whether you're waiting to receive one, but the Seven of Swords tells me that you're unsure about it. You don't really know if this is your opportunity or an opportunity that you might want, or if you even want to work on it. You've been working really hard on your mental health, is what I want to say, and that's been your focus, working on the self, right? The Eight of Pentacles is like trying to master the self. So I feel like you've been healing yourself in your thoughts for sure, but you could also be healing your financial situation. So Gemini, if there is an opportunity that you plan on taking to someone else, I feel like you are waiting until you feel healed enough to do it. Because I feel like you have been really battling a lot of sleepless nights or interrupted sleep patterns. It's like it's always on your mind. It's like you lied about the opportunity, or you concealed it, or didn't say something. I don't think you're a liar. I feel it's like you held it back for some reason. Maybe you were manifesting it. It's a fear of being vulnerable. So you're waiting because you're having a fear of being vulnerable right now. It's like you feel you need to heal more. I don't know if I can be vulnerable. Why is that? Because it overwhelms me. The happiness overwhelms me. Okay. So I think what we have here, Gemini, is somebody who doesn't believe they're worthy of the blessing. It's like it's too big, Elsie. It feels too big, and it does feel too big. It's almost like somebody is not used to living in the Nine of Cups. And so I'm trying to keep my shit together, is what I want to say. Somebody knows that they're on the verge, I feel, on the verge of something pretty wonderful. Now, for some of you, it's going to be because you've worked on yourself. You're going to be probably hitting some sort of a level up or some sort of an ascension over this new moon. That's what it feels. It feels like a really big thing that is about to burst open. So you're going to go from sleepless nights, not being able to stay asleep. Maybe you can get to sleep, but you can't stay asleep. I feel like you've been worried about being vulnerable enough with the universe to say, yes, I really do want this. Because I think you really do want it, but I feel like sometimes you play it close to the chest, Gemini, because you don't want to feel like a failure or feel like you failed or didn't get what you wanted. And so I think that sometimes you live in that Seven of Wands energy. I'm going to ask you, like, the universe is here saying, like, tell Gemini that they need to learn to build boundaries, go over details. And, when when you stand your ground, you might be standing your ground in the way of an epiphany, or looking at something from a different point of view. When you decide that you're really stuck in your energy, like you will not change your mind, Seven of Wands, I feel like sometimes that there can be a block in the thought pattern that does, that blocks you from getting this epiphany, or the energy or the message that you're supposed to get while you're in the Hanged Man energy. Because the Hanged Man is suffering, right? And maybe not physically, right? But really sort of hanging there, taking showing the universe, look, I will sacrifice anything if you'll just give me this answer. So I feel like you need to change your mind. That you are worthy, and that it is coming, and that you were right, and that you're really, I feel like it's coming. Like it's Eight of Wands in the reverse. It's not here yet, but it's coming. It feels like it's coming here, and you are going to get the epiphany or the answer that you need. Yeah, you've been thinking about closing a chapter here. So it feels like you think that your happiness is not within reach, but I feel like it's within reach in the next 48 hours, because you're the one that's blocking you. I think if you change your mind and you do decide that you want to close the chapter, or give it another look before you decide to close the chapter, I feel like eventually, the inevitability is that the World card is here, right? You're going to think on it a lot. And it's going to be a hard decision, but I think you are going to end up closing the chapter here. Just listening. Yeah, you're holding back your own happiness. Just because you can't change your mind, or you feel stuck in your ways, or that you have an opinion that nobody will change my opinion, forget it. This is my opinion. It's really actually blocking you. I think currently you're kind of blocking something, a revelation that you could be having should you close some sort of chapter that's open and has been giving you headaches forever. I think in the next 48 hours, you decide to cut somebody out, possibly. You could be making a big decision about money. It could be about abundance. It could be an overwhelming decision that you have to make about abundance. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's what's happening in the next 48 hours. It feels pretty damn intense, I'm just going to say. I'm sorry you're going through that if it is a situation that's making you nervous. All right. Cancer. This is you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 48 hours. Cancer, this is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Here we go. Cancer. It's coming up for Cancer in the next 48. Please reminded that this is a general reading, right? So the challenge is the Magician. The challenge is using all the tools that have been given to you. The challenge is bringing everything from the 5D into the 3D. Knowing that you really are the Magician, I think, is the challenge. Yeah, recognizing that you do have all the tools and the energy that you need to do what you need to do. We have the Four of Cups. It feels like somebody is breaking out of jail. I'm not saying literally, like I don't think anyone's in jail, but it feels like a breakout. It feels like somebody here has realized that they can no longer sit in the Four of Cups. It's a manifestation or a realization, or you're using whatever tools you need to use in order to make yourself realize that you're not really growing while you're sitting in the Four of Cups, right? If you're stuck in that energy, right? If you're stuck in that energy, I feel like you are the one who's decided to change your mind. Bravo. I love it. Yeah, good for you. I think, are realizing that you're more powerful than you realize, that you have more to do with your life path than you understand. I think this is the understanding that, whatever you can dream, whatever you can think, thoughts become things, whatever's in the 5D, you are being given the permission to bring it here and materialize it on the earth. So I feel like this is almost like a realization that sends you on a path, like really quickly on a path. It's like you have urgency to do something. And I think that because the Knight's looking back at the Four of Cups, I think it has something to do with that. Something that you have been keeping under the surface, not telling anyone, not saying anything to anyone about. I feel like you're really deep in this energy, this moon energy here. I feel like it's almost like you're learning about the magician. So if you're watching this, Cancer, and you're the person who is investigating the magician, like Googling it, what's the magician? What does this mean? I think that this message is for you. I feel like we've got Cancer energy here along with Piscean energy. It feels like you are, that okay. So you're pulling out the magician energy because you want to be okay with what you can't see. You want to feel it out. The reason I think that I feel like you do get a hold of your magician energy, and it's time to move forward really quickly here. The moon energy feels like it's holding a lot of feelings. I really have I'm feeling a little bit choked up, if I'm being honest. It feels like it's really deep feelings about something. And I feel like you've been sitting with it in the Four of Cups. Like it feels like you have really deep feelings for someone or a situation that's close to your heart, whether it's love or platonic. Yeah, it looks like there is some healing that's going on here right now. It feels like you are realizing or coming to a realization after something happened that really disappointed you, or broke your heart, or made you go into hiding, silence, not really talking to people about your feelings. It feels like this thing is what you have realized you have control over. You have control over the healing. Oh, Cancer, you do. You have control over your own healing. It can go as quickly as you want it to go. You just need to be passionate about it. You need to be passionate about healing the self, healing the soul, coming to terms with who you are. If you are Pisces and Cancer, you're highly psychic. And you may have been the person who's been denying it, right? So the magician is Aries. We could be speaking with someone who has Aries in the chart. Like I said, we have the moon, which is Cancer and Pisces. I think you surprised yourself. Yeah, that's what it feels like. You've surprised yourself that you can actually heal your mind and be passionate again because you are the magician. It feels like someone's realized that they really do have, or is going to be having, a realization that you really are in control. It's a shocking surprise that makes you a little bit emotional, I'm just saying. But I think it's a confirmation that you get over the next 48 hours. There it is. It's an upheaval, a change. It's a confirmation. It shows up quickly. It shows up quickly. It's like an epiphany. Three of Pentacles. That it was always growing. I just didn't see it. Now, there's all kinds of things that grow in the bush, right? Saskatoons, blueberries, all kinds of things grow in the bush, and just because you can't see them, it doesn't mean they're not growing. Yeah, it's the truth. So I think there's some sort of an emotional response to your healing. You're going on the deep dive here. You're really diving in deep to your emotions. I think that you have been manifesting something. And I think that something is probably about healing, or healing in a conversation, or you want to say something to someone about a partnership. It's a realization that this is something pretty solid that you don't want to let go of, whether this is romantic or platonic. For me, this is platonic, right? This is just growing something that's kind of solid and rooted to the ground and very, very balanced, right? It's a transactional relationship. You help me, I help you. We're good friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. It feels like you're having some sort of an epiphany about that relationship, whatever relationship you have. If you have one going right now, maybe this isn't your read. But trying to find the courage, the confidence, wanting to be blessed with strength as you're going through the Tower in a realization about the person that you haven't spoken with, or the situation that you have cut away for now so you could heal. Success. Yeah. Complete success in your ability to be seen, to be strong. Yeah. I'm smiling. It's beautiful energy as I'm feeling it. It's beautiful energy. It's the success of courage, success that you knew that you could do it. I knew I could do it. Or even if at times you felt like you couldn't do it, it feels like whatever you've been trying to accomplish, for some of you, it's going to be about money or starting a business. For others of you, it's someone that you're really passionate about and have deep feelings for. Someone that maybe you want to apologize to, and maybe you come to a surprise epiphany here while you're healing. That there is somebody that you need to speak with. Somebody who you just, even if it's just the Three of Pentacles, that's what you want. You want to be able to have this, this solid thing that is, rooted and growing. Yeah, communication. I love it. So it's a successful closing of a chapter. And I feel like the chapter is you, I feel, Cancer, are no longer going to be afraid. Yeah, I think you found your lion. The lion within. And it helped you to get through or close down or finally get to the end of the tunnel. Yeah. And now you want to make communication. Why is that? Because now you want to tell somebody, look, it is, the Judgment card is here. Yeah. I don't know if you still have any feelings for me. I'm not really sure, but I really would like to try again. Yeah. So in the next 48 hours, it could be a decision you make about somebody who you miss. It feels that way to me. Somebody who maybe you think that, it's almost like when the Tower comes, it's an upheaval and a change in direction. So whatever used to be is there no more. So that's why I think you're coming up with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. You're not really sure if this person is going to be in or not. Yeah, you've had a realization that you kind of let something go that maybe you shouldn't have. Okay. What do we have here? We have Leo. Right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo, this is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Leo, what's going on in the next 48 hours with Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Tell me about Leo. Queen of Swords. Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups. Interesting energy. Feels like you want to talk about something, possibly, Leo. Ooh, is that right? King of Cups in the distance. In the future, we've got the King of Cups. We're going through the Four of Cups to get to the King of Cups. Interesting. So we have the Eight of Swords. I feel like you want to have a really clear, concise sort of communication. You could be someone who is facing divorce or who has been divorced. The Queen of Swords is someone who finds her voice after not having one. Someone who is just going to speak honestly and isn't a terrible person. She's too smart for that. She's highly intelligent. She is someone who is going to be super honest with you, but she's not someone who's going to be angry with you. At least not now. She's the Queen of Swords up in the upright. So I feel like either it's the energy of you wanting to have a communication about something that you've been fighting yourself on, Leo. The Eight of Swords tells me that you're up in your head about something that you can't come to a decision about. And it keeps playing over and over. It's almost like you're obsessively thinking about it. 8 swords and 1 is 9 tells me that if you're having a hard time with this, if it's keeping you up at night, that this is the point at which you can put down the swords. Yeah, you can stop overthinking it. I think it's the reason that you're in the 9 swords is because of the 4 of Cups, I believe. You're holding back some sort of emotional energy. Yeah. I think, it's like you're trying to lasso. Why am I saying that? Maybe someone's a rodeo person or maybe you're on a farm or you have horses. It feels like you're trying to lasso the energy because when you let it fly, here it is. Yeah, it's almost as though this is where you're supposed to be. You need to speak on something from the past or someone from the past, a situation from the past, and understand it doesn't feel like it's a bad conversation. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like I really can't feel my feelings and we need to talk about that. So somebody here is kind of someone who usually looks at things very logically rather than emotionally, but it also feels like in the distance, this person is going to get a hang on their emotions. They're in the Four of Cups right now and holding back because I feel like they deal in swords because this hurts. Yeah. This is where they stay a lot of the time, or they have been here for a while, maybe even 4 months. Maybe you've known this person for 4 months and they haven't really showed their emotions to you. But I feel like what they want is they want to be able to feel the King of Cups, but they're kind of detached. I think this person is slowly starting to retach. Since they met you, they're retaching. They're reattaching to their feelings, like trying to connect back to themselves or back to the feelings of love. That could be you, or that could be your person. Take it as it resonates. It is a general reading, right? It's not going to be for everyone. Got the universe here. Got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the universe is the World card, right? So it feels like we have to close a chapter to the past, but it feels like you want to talk about it before it closes. Now, it feels like it is going to be something that you've learned from, and you've been thinking about it a lot. Closing the chapter completely and totally and finally, Leo, I think is what you're wanting to do. And I think that the reason you've been holding back emotionally, I feel like you may have found somebody who fits into your Ten of Pentacles energy, someone who feels abundant. It's almost as if it feels like the universe is what's between you and what you want. You need to close this door first. And so this door could be anything. You finally need to sell the family home, or you need to finally, instead of being separated for 5 years, it's time to actually get divorced. Because I feel like until you do that, you can't turn towards the 10 Pentacles. I think it's what you want. It's what you want to talk about. But I feel like the universe is here saying, you got to close this chapter first. What do you have open right now that is going to interfere with what's going to come up in the future? I feel like you are going to learn to, we saw the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So it tells me that this is sort of the beginning of where you're going with your emotions here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands. Okay, so you're hesitating to close this chapter that's in the past. It feels like you still need to speak on it, or you have something that you have to say. Now, if that thing is going to change the outcome, then I would say go ahead and say it. But if it doesn't, is it really a waste of time? You're going to make that decision. But it's leaving you right here in the Five of Wands in hesitation. And it really is what is blocking you, passage to the Ten of Pentacles. Until you decide or make this decision, you're going to be stuck here. Yeah. Until you make the decision to close this here. We've got the Four of Swords. You need to heal it. You need to close it so you can move forward here. Six of Wands. See, it tells me that you break the barrier and now you've got victory here. That you decide to get on the horse and go. Yeah, you're going to take action, positive and inspired action, I feel. You heal the Five of Wands. You stop in the indecision, and I feel like you finally graduate to the Six, which is victory, right? So I feel like there is going to be victory in this 10 Pentacles, and I feel like it's there for you anyway. I just feel like there is something that you need to close out before you move forward into anything pretty serious. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me that that maybe you are trying to get a better job, or that you, the Six of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, maybe you do something that's public for a living. Maybe a lot of people see you doing your work, or maybe you have a team of people that you lead, or it's something to do with you having the knowledge in order to be able to have victory. We've got the Justice card, and we've got the Seven of Wands. Why the Seven Wands? Because of the Emperor. Okay. You are going to get justice here. Yeah, there is going to be, you are going to close this out, and this is going to wait for you, is what I want to say. I don't think you have to worry about anything running away from you, because whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. I feel like you're going to get justice or balance, and you're going to get that with your work. So for those of you who are wondering if you're going to get the job you applied for, yes. It feels like they see you as the hardest worker, the one who is the best, like with the public. It might be a public speaking gig, or it could just be that you are going to be like a supervisor or a manager, and you have to be able to speak in a kind way to people. I think they look at you because you're the subject matter expert in whatever this is, but I feel like you are going to get justice if this is a job. So I feel like it's the healing that you've done about your indecision that's pushing you forward here. I really feel like the indecision was a big block, and so it's not only a blockage to the 10 Pentacles. The 10 Pentacles is all of it, right? It's love, it's abundance, it's money. It can be anything that happens that's wonderful to you, family, long-term relationship. It feels like you had to get out of this energy before you could open the floodgates to let all of this go. Now, I feel like in the end here, it feels like nothing is going to stop you from getting your justice. Like you're standing your ground. There's no way I'm not getting my justice. I feel like because of that, the universe says, yep, go ahead and take charge. So in the next 48 hours, I feel like this is what you're focused on. Whatever's going on in the past that you're obsessively thinking about is something that you're going to make a decision to close, because you want better things. You want to close this cycle so you can get out of the 5 of Wands. And because right now your back is to the 10 Pentacles, you know it's there for you, but you need to turn around and reach for it, right? 10 Swords. Yeah, you need to bring the cycle to an end here, Leo, so you can make a decision about what you're going to do going forward into the future. All right, Virgo, this is you. Sneak peek for the next 48 hours, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Virgo, what's coming up in the next 48 hours. Virgo, please be reminded this is a general reading and these are predictions. 48 hours. It might not be exactly in the 48-hour span. Take a look here for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 48 hours. Sneak peek for Virgo, please. Devil's in reverse. Something's being released here. Okay. 7 of Swords. In the future, there's some sort of a lying, deceit, someone getting away with something. What's going on here? Six of Swords, you can't go anywhere. It feels like a breakdown. Why am I feeling that, Charlie? Breakdown. Just listening. Somebody is thinking, it's if for some of you, and I'm sorry if I'm predicting this for you because it's not what I want for you, but I got to say what's in the cards. For some of you, there is a new beginning. You're being released from some sort of a stability or some sort of stable relationship. You're being released from that and you're becoming single. It feels like it's a healing thing for some of you. But it feels as though even though we've decided we're no longer together or we're not married or we're separated now, it's like I can't move, I can't go. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here in the chaos. Just listening. Somebody could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with an Aquarius, could be dealing with, yeah, we've got double Capricorn here, Aquarius. Of course, it's earth sign, so it could be Virgo or Taurus as well, because we are in general reading. So I feel as though somebody here is releasing themselves from either a situation or a relationship. Someone's releasing themselves from and beginning new, beginning something new. It's almost like you feel like it's a gift to be single, to be released, the devil energy, no more toxicity. It's almost like it's a full release, or what do I want to say? What's the word, Charlie? It's a letting off steam, or something like that. Letting off steam, like a relief. That's what I want to say. Thank you. I just saw a geyser. So letting off steam, or it's a release. And I think that either in the next 48 hours, either you decide you need the release, like you decide that you're breaking up with somebody, or you actually do break up with somebody. It feels like right now the Six of Swords in the reverse is where you are, feeling stuck, feeling like you're in chaos, trying to heal the chaos over and over, but I don't think I can do it. I think I need to release myself so I can have more stability here. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Six of Swords in reverse. Why is this energy stuck? We're not moving forward. There's no lessons learned here. Tell me about the Six of Swords. Why aren't you leaving the chaos? Not leaving the chaos, Elsie, because I think that I caused it, or that part of it was my fault, or I feel like I'm the leader and I shouldn't leave this person. I feel like I'm the person that they count on. Feels like someone here is in a really, is really thinking about moving on from, moving on from some sort of a relationship that really never got off the ground. We planted the pentacle, or the page of, the page wants to. The page is always willing, coming in with the gift, right? Let's plant this pentacle. Here's the message. But I feel like you want to be released from all of this stuff. Yeah. You're going to wait for someone to bring you that other pentacle. You've already got the 9. You're already abundant. You've got your own money, right? You've got your own money, your own abundance, your own business possibly. 8 of Wands tells me that there's going to be some sort of communication about what now? From the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Some sort of emotional, but very, it's you. Your communication is going to be very loving. I feel like what you want is, it feels like somebody here doesn't want to leave someone totally and completely distraught and on their own, but they're thinking about their own health. They're thinking about, I need to go, I need to be single, this is toxic, I need to release myself from this. I need to heal. But it feels like you know that you can't go because you're the one in charge, or you're the one that it's all on you. And if you leave, that possibly it all falls in. It almost feels like a little bit of guilt. So I feel like the 8 of Wands, you devise a plan that we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it, but in a really, really very specific and concise way. I want you to understand me the first time. And I don't want to hurt you because I love you. It feels like you still have feelings for somebody here. Deep feelings for somebody that you know this person's not good for you or hard on your mental health, but you gotta go. It's been really hard on your mental health. It feels like there's lots of flying insults. 8 of Wands, King of Wands. It feels like there's, a lot of flying insults. But I'm in love. 4 of Cups, but am I really? Or am I just sitting here because it's comfortable, right? In the redundant energy. Am I just sitting here refusing the cups, not even looking there? Am I not looking there because I'm happy? Like, am I not looking at any other love opportunities because I'm happy in this relationship? Or am I not looking at any other love opportunities because I just feel like I don't have any other energy to spend on relationships? I feel like I need to work on myself. I'm feeling disconnected. So the 8 of Swords is here. I can't make any decisions right now. I'm kind of in the dark. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go, so I'm going to take my time. I think it's a good idea that you do take your time. It does feel like somebody here knows that if they leave a relationship, the whole thing could fall in, or they would feel bad about that. But the thing is, you need to do what's best for your own stability. It's all on you. And I feel like there's some wicked things that are being thrown around here. Some, it feels like ego. It feels like energy of arguments, maybe arguments that are really deeply emotional. We never really get anything fixed, Elsie. We never really fix anything. So somebody is, I feel like, going to stop trying, or just make a decision to stop trying in a certain relationship, situation, job, whatever it is for you, that you're going to decide to just say, you know what, I'm good. Yeah. All right. Libra, here we are for you. This is a sneak peek for you for the next 48 hours. Sneak peek for the next 48 hours should take you into next week when you have the sneak peek for the week coming out. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. What's coming up here? What is coming up here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Things are about to get good is what I want to say. Divine timing, ducking their head in here for what purpose? What's going down? Okay. Well, my heart is beating a little quicker when I saw the Wheel of Fortune, like feeling like not anxiety, but excitement, I feel. Somebody here is about to take the plunge, I feel, into something that is they're very passionate about. So we have the Fool in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Ace of Wands. It feels like it's taken a long time to get here. The Wheel of Fortune is all about fixed signs, right? Fixed signs move really slow. Don't ever push a fixed sign into making a decision they don't want to make at the time they don't want to make it. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fortune is about, it's the most perfect time, right? It's divine timing. So it feels like it could have something you could be dealing with, either a Scorpio or Taurus, a Leo, or an Aquarius. But it feels like here that you've kind of fallen head over heels for somebody. Somebody you're really attracted to could be the Queen of Cups, possibly. That's in the future, right? Future energy. It feels like maybe your heart's been broken in love, and that you thought that you would never find love again. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That it was never, the opportunity was never coming. So for some of you, it's kind of like the universe is telling you, if you've met somebody new here and you want to take a leap, I think it's divine timing. The Ace of Wands tells me that you're really attracted to whoever it is. I think it's a mutual attraction, or you're opening a path to something you're very passionate about. You're taking action on something that is at the very beginning stages. If it's not about love, it's just about a passionate path that you're about to take. So whether that's opening your own business or whatever that is, it is divine timing to do that. Yeah, to go after whatever your passions are. We have the Lovers and we have the Devil. Okay, so there's a lot of attraction here. Almost obsessive, I would say. Libra, you have like almost obsessive attraction for somebody that you feel that the universe has sent for you. I think that seeing the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers here tells me that you are head over heels for someone. The Fool is in the reverse, though. Be reminded that when the Fool is in reverse, it's more of a risk. It's not really even a leap of faith at that point. It's a little bit of risky business. It feels like you are listening to the universe and that it is divine timing. Maybe this is your feeling, that you feel it's risky getting into some sort of it feels like more than just a dating. Like, you know that if you begin dating this person, that you're so incredibly like attached to them that, yeah, almost in an obsessive way. So be careful about that. It's almost like you want to, it's almost like codependent energy. You're going to want to be with them all the time. I feel like divine timing is what's bringing in this Lover, or your decision to move forward with some sort of connection that you are ultimately really obsessively attracted to, or just can't stop thinking about. This passionate path here could be something, this business. You just can't stop thinking about this opportunity someone gave you, and now you got to give an answer. We have the Ten of Cups here. So for I think that's what's going on here is that obviously it is about love here. You think that this person is your Ten of Cups, and maybe they are. We have the Lovers here, who is Gemini. We have the Devil, who's Capricorn. Could be dealing with that. Could be dealing with Aries. Could be dealing with any of the fixed signs. I'm just going to, I'm going to say, What I see here tells me that you're ready to take a risk with someone that you have a lot of feelings for, someone that you feel has been sent to you by the universe. You feel like this person is your 10 of Cups, but I want to warn you and tell you that the devil's here. And the devil tells me that maybe there could be a little bit of codependency here, that maybe you, either you or the other person may not be entering into some sort of a relationship. You may not be entering into any sort of union or relationship purely because that person's great for you, but maybe for codependent reasons, like you don't want to be alone. Yeah. So although I think that you feel it is the 10 of Cups, I think it's the representation of, you feel like it's time. Things are moving the way you want them to move, Libra. I feel like just be aware that the person that you're going towards, or possibly the person coming towards you, has some codependency issues. And that means that they're not going to want to let you out of their sight. Yeah. And if you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. But I just want to let you know what I'm seeing here. At the 8 of Pentacles, what are we working on? We're working on the 10 of Cups. So you see this person as a potential, right? Has the potential to being your ultimate happiness. I think you have a little bit of fear about that. I also feel as though with the devil and the 8 of Pentacles is that I'm not really sure how to work at this. I'm not really sure. I have doubts about how we're going to work this out, or how it's going to work. And the Emperor. I think that you need to be the one that takes control of your obsessive thoughts. You need to take control of your obsessive thoughts, and you need to work harder on an emotional connection. If that's what you want. I feel like somebody here is taking charge, has decided that they're the leader in this, and the Emperor is a predominantly masculine energy, but also is feminine energy. So whether you're feminine or masculine, it could be we could be talking here about you dealing with someone who's Aries and Capricorn, possibly. Communication, about an ending, and then we're healing. Closing a cycle. 4 of Swords. Tell me what's the 10 of Swords, please. What's the 10 of Swords? 10 of Swords is the 9 of Swords. So somebody who's been worrying about some sort of situation that was coming to an end. It's the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is the King of Wands. Why? Somebody here is worried. Worry that this is going to... The communication. So it feels like the Emperor is about to make communication. Now, if you qualify as the Emperor, the person who's taking charge, if you're the one who's trying to push this forward with communication, I'm going to tell you, don't push too hard. Because I feel if, the Emperor can be a bossed energy or someone who is trying to get people to comply. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like what you shouldn't do is to be too pushy, be too bossy, because everybody has their own autonomy, right? Everybody will make their own decisions, and they don't need to be persuaded by you. You can just show them who you are, and they can decide whether they want to be with you or not. So I feel like it feels like you want to take action on an intuitive feeling that you have to contact somebody here that you've been worried about, or to contact someone that you've been worried about not having communication with, or spotty communication. Just getting a card. Always got to fall on the spot that you can't get it in. Hang on. There we go. All right, Page of Cups. So, yeah, I feel like in the next 48 hours, it feels like there is going to be some sort of a... somebody's going to take charge and have communication about, should we end this? Because I'm worried that it's not going to work out. I feel like you're going to be met with I'm really sorry you feel that way. Let's try and heal this. But it feels like somebody knew that there was a problem here. Somebody already knew, and it might be you, but it might be them. I'm going to say don't push the communication. Don't push somebody to try and be your person, right? Let divine timing take care of it, because all of this should be unfolding organically because of divine timing. So just don't push anything in a direction that feels unnatural or doesn't feel good, and don't be pushed around. That's what I want to say. You get to make the decisions. You're coming up as the Emperor. You just need to take action, I feel, if you're the one that wants to close the chapter or the cycle, that I think that it looks like it's bothering you, or you don't feel like you're healing from it. It feels like, that you think that this person should come to you with an apology, but they are not. Yeah. So I feel like you do want to be happy, but unfortunately I feel like it's almost like the devil is controlling this whole thing. It feels like there's doubt, codependency, possibly toxicity. You know what I mean? It feels like it's don't push it too quick, or it's bound to get sort of in that devil kind of energy. Let it unfold naturally. Okay? All right. Let's take a look at you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Thought I'd do this because I just didn't get to one for the weekend, right? Give you some energy for the next 48 hours, and then we'll get to the sneak peek early in the week next week. Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, there we go. Starting with the devil energy here for Scorpio. There it is. Capricorn energy. Tell me more about the devil. Why do we have the devil here, please? Because I'm feeling like I doubt that there's ever going to be anything that's going to shake my life, change my life. Yeah. You have a doubt about your abundance. And then we have the Fool. So you're doubting your abundance. You want to have this brand new start, I feel. But I feel you're really focused on what could go wrong. So be aware of that. You're very focused on what could go wrong, and it feels like you want to make a big change, something that's really large. You're going to invest in something, and it's scaring you or lending fear that if I take this leap of faith, is it going to work out? What if I invest and it's just toxic? What if it's toxicity I'm looking at? And from the Fool's point of view, maybe I don't have enough information. Maybe I haven't gathered enough information to be attacking this right now, right? So I think that somebody is walking into something where I think that you have the worst outlook on it. Like, this is never going to work. Yeah, I'm going to do it, but I'm scared of it. I don't think it's going to work. I've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Oh, interesting. You're being more vulnerable. That's why I can see this energy here. You're being more vulnerable. I'm really scared. I'm scared it's not going to work out. I'm going to invest in the wrong place. But I really need to be open, have vulnerability, and I need to share more. I need to share my emotions more. I don't want to plant this pentacle or this opportunity all by myself. We have the Six of Pentacles. So these are all worries here. But Elsie, what if they're giving to somebody else? What if I take this leap and they're giving to someone else and it's not going to work out, and all of a sudden I give them vulnerability and I invest, but then it's, you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to talk yourself out of it. Maybe you're just back and forth on whether you should, because the Ace of Pentacles is a big deal. It is. It will change somebody's life, yours and possibly the life of others, right? It's a big deal. What else do we have here for Scorpio? Four of Wands. There it is. So you're really serious, and that's why you're having all these doubts. It feels, Scorpio, like you're really serious about, taking a rite of passage, or, the rite of passage could be marriage, could be let's move in together. What's the next step? It feels, Scorpio, like you're looking at someone that possibly you feel, this really just feels like I don't necessarily know that it's actually happening, but I feel it's your thoughts that we're looking at here. And I think that you think that you're really serious about this. I really want to take the rite of passage. I really want to move forward and possibly do that thing that everybody else does, move in together, buy a house, get married. But I feel like you're worried that somebody here, that you're taking a chance on somebody and you don't know whether they have other obligations or if they're giving to someone else. You want reciprocity, but can you get it? Because you think that this person is connected to you for once in a way that you're not connected to anybody else. So it's a connection that you don't want to give up. Page of Wands. So it's a connection that fills you with passion and freedom and fun. It brings you messages of, it's like you get messages from the universe that this is really what you should be doing. It's like you have a confirmation and a sort of a giddiness in the belly is what I want to say, that this is what you should be doing. But you're still really scared because you've been hurt before. We've got the Lovers. There you go. So I feel like you're about to send a passionate message, a message to someone who you see as your person, or maybe you've had one of two choices and you've picked someone. The Lovers is here, Gemini energy. We've got Aries energy here, Capricorn. It feels like you're ready to be vulnerable with someone, emotionally vulnerable with someone. And you're going to be sending a passionate message to someone who you've chosen. You know that this person is a soulmate or a deep soul connection. And it feels like you need to reach out, and you will be, I think. Or someone could reach out to you. Absolutely. Yeah. We have the Five of Pentacles. I love this card, actually. Yeah, she's sitting in the rain. She's being cleansed, right? The Five of Pentacles is being alone, right? Being disconnected. It feels like Five of Pentacles that that two people have been disconnected. It feels, Scorpio, like you're reaching out to someone you've been disconnected from, someone that you have big feelings for, or if you've had a realization, because it's almost like, that lightning up there is like gives way to an epiphany of sorts. We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. It was face up on the bottom of the deck. So we've got the Eight of Swords, which tells me that it's time. Eight of Swords is in the reverse. It's time for you to stop overthinking the situation and work on it now. Yeah, you've made a decision that it's time to put the work in. If you want this new start, you have to put the work in. No more tippy-toeing. It's time to drop the burdens and work on this. Seven of Wands. Four of Pentacles. I don't want to be closed down anymore. I don't want to be behind the fear wall. I want to talk. Eight of Wands. Okay. So it feels like you are making a decision. I think you're making a decision to make a decision is what I want to say. And it feels like you are looking for an answer from someone as to whether they're dating. Do you want to have the new beginning with me? You're worried that none of this is going to work out the way that you want it. I feel like you are going to communicate with this person to try and talk it out in the next 48 hours. Maybe you don't make the contact in the next 48 hours, but I feel like you are entertaining the thought of closing the chapter completely in favor of something else that makes you very happy. Someone who's possibly you want to take out. Three of Cups. Someone who you want to have a reunion with. So maybe you're looking at ending a chapter so you can have a reunion with somebody else. All right. Sagittarius, this is you. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is a sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Thought I'd give you something to tide you over until Monday when we can get the other sneak peek out, Monday or Tuesday. So, the next 48 hours for you, Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. From whenever you see this, next 48 hours. Your ships are coming in, my friend. Your ships are coming in passion, I feel. Boy, that's a lot of firepower. Holy, whoo. 4 wands, 5 wands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands, right? So indecision, nonetheless. So I want to say that you feel like your ships are coming in, Sagittarius. Your ships are coming in, and what I mean by that is that you've been waiting for someone to come along who knocks your socks off. And I think you found the person. I think this person is someone that you possibly don't live with or you're not married to. You may be dating them, but the Knight of Wands is someone who is, it's sort of unstable energy. Like you may not see them on a regular basis, but you still do see them. It's sort of an in and out. And they might just call you and say, hey, I'm in the area. Can I come see you for a little bit? Like it's sort of impulsive. But I feel like you feel good about it. You feel like your ships are coming in here. You feel like you're getting what you've been asking for. We've got the moon here. You're still unsure about the future, but your intuition has been guiding you through this situation that has to do with love. The dear Empress is here. So I think you're leading with love, trying to use your intuition to feel out the situation. But I think that you have invited in someone who makes you feel passionate again about life. So, about this person gives you the little giddies in your belly. They make you feel excited about life, and that's what fire energy does. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, right? All right. And you know that energy well. But they're being met at the gate by the Queen of Swords. Tell me that you love me or you shall not pass. That's what it feels like. Yeah. Be honest with me about your feelings. Why are you here? Why are you here? Be honest with me about your feelings. There is it feels as if you're keeping each other at arm's length, which to me doesn't mean anything other than maybe it's new, right? Because if you're not codependent, you're not sitting on top of this person all the time. You're not attached at the hip. So it feels like you want to say something, get some clarity about, speak about the feelings that are going on here, because I think that there's been a lot of passion. You're really attracted to each other. There's incredible chemistry, I think. And somebody here wants to get the deets. I think it's you, Sag. I think you want somebody to tell you, yes, you are the one and the only one that I'm attracted to. You are the only one that I see on a periodic basis. I think you want someone to be honest with you. I think that you know it intuitively, because we did see the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Intuitively, I think that you're going to figure out that you were right all along, is what I'm going to say. It feels like your back is to the Ace of Cups unless you can get some answers from this person about the passion. So the passion's great. The chemistry's bang on, but what about the love? It's almost as if she's protecting the cup. Yeah. I'm not really sure I want to give it to you. And there's a feminine on the picture, but please understand we're talking about masculine and feminine energy. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. And so this is why you're ready with the ultimatum, I think. Well, is it an ultimatum, really? Is that what it is? Is this an ultimatum? Oh, maybe it is. For some of you, I think it is. For others of you, I think that someone speaks up about their passion for you, Sagittarius, and it causes a tower for you. It causes a tower which starts you speaking about it and being very honest about how you feel about the situation. The Wheel of Fortune is here, I believe, for positive changes, but understand changes nonetheless, and they can be tough, right? If you're a fixed sign, changes can be tough, for sure. We are looking at fixed energy. The Wheel of Fortune is Scorpio, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. But Scorpio energy right next door. What's the realization in the tower, please? What are you realizing here? It's an upheaval or a change of thought or direction. Tell me what the tower is. Oh, there we go. It's the King of Wands that comes in. Oh, it's a It's a recollection or a reminding or you to realize that you are soulmates. Yeah, that you're connected, really connected. The king and the queen came out together. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Maybe once or twice. But I feel like what needs to be spoken and what will be spoken, I feel that a connection here that I believe Sagittarius began as a passionate connection. There's about to be a realization and a conversation about what are we doing here? You look like my person. Are you my person? Because you mirror me in every way. And I love it. And we're two people who are highly attractive, really creative. They are two people that run their own lives. Do you understand? They're both bossed up. So it's not just, these two people are forces to be reckoned with one another. Sorry, this is here. They see each other as each other. Yeah, it's kind of beautiful though. So you're either really attracted to each other, or maybe you both have fire energy, which is, no matter where it comes up, sun, moon, or rising, you're going to feel that energy for sure. Tell me what's happening with the Wheel of Fortune. What are the changes that are coming in love here? What are the changes that are coming in love for Sag, please? We're going to talk about heartbreak. Heartbreak of the Empress. Somebody here has suffered disappointment or heartbreak. Somebody who, I feel like what you're going to say, Sag, is you're going to say, look, it's time for me to move forward. It's divine timing here. It's time for me to move forward. And if all you're here to do is break my heart, then you need to move along because I'm the Empress. I'm the Empress and I will, you may think you can do this to me. Maybe you do break my heart, but I'm going to heal because that's what I do. I'm going to heal me, then I'm going to heal you, and then I'm going to heal you and you and you. That's what the Empress does, right? Yeah. You go ahead and give it your best shot. So I feel like there is, the Wheel of Fortune is moving forward here and fortunate things are coming. You're not sure. Yeah. Is this the beginning or is it the end? But you're using your intuition. I feel. We've got Taurus and Libra here. We have the fixed signs. Also Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Undecided. I'm not really sure. Is this the wish fulfillment? Just listening. I see you as my soulmate. Do you see me as your soulmate? That's the communication, the honest communication. Moving forward, possibly with heartbreak because you are not my wish fulfillment, although I love you. Oh. The Star in reverse, losing hope. Why? Oh, Five of Swords. Because there's not much communication, and when we do communicate, maybe it's tough. I don't want to right fight. I don't want to fight. I want to heal the way we communicate. High Priestess, because I know that you're all of it. Okay, so it feels like somebody here is really scared to get their heart broken. Yeah, we could be talking about the Empress, whether feminine or masculine. Someone's really scared that this couple love is scaring them because they have memories of heartbreak that is attached to the Ace of Cups. It feels like somebody here is uncertain if this is the beginning or the end of something. But I mean, every time we go into a beginning, we always know there's going to be an ending of some sorts. That's the way the law works, right? The universal law. It feels like I don't want to argue or banter about it anymore. I just want to go with my gut, and my gut says that it's you. So somebody here is kind of wondering, yeah, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for. Somebody made a decision. The person who is juggling. So this person, they have a lot going on in their life with work. They may have more than one job, maybe two jobs. But this person is someone who is making decisions about life, about about an opportunity that they feel has taken too long or has been moving a very long time. I feel like, yeah, somebody is juggling pentacles. Somebody doesn't really want to talk about their feelings, but they're going to have to do it because here it comes. And there we go. There's communication between two people who know each other really well, either your friends or your soulmates. And I feel like you have enough of a communication to move on. Things move on quite well, actually. It feels like there is, you know, we're kind of busting through fear with the Chariot here. We're going to move forward anyway. I know we're both scared, but it feels like you're going to move on together anyway here through lots of communication. So as long as you speak to each other and you're very good with your communication, I think that this could work out for you in the next 48 hours. That's a lot. For some of you, it could be someone who is coming back round. I saw the Judgment card. All right. Capricorn, this is you. The next 48 hours for Capricorn, please. A sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Just thought I'd come here and drop a reading for you, Capricorn, so you'd have something to tide you over till I get the sneak peek out during the week, Monday or Tuesday next week. Sneak peek for Capricorn for the next 48 hours. What's coming up for Capricorn, please? Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. All right. Okay. Where do I find victory, Elsie? Where do I find it? Is it within me? Is it something given to me by the universe? That's what the Wanderer's thinking, right? Trying to connect to the self. Yeah, sort of reminiscent of the hermit. Reminiscent of the hermit. Yeah, that's what it feels like. The Wanderer is someone who is wandering about trying to find their way. It's like this person doesn't really have faith, doesn't really know if they can connect to the moon or connect to the universe. Somebody here is wandering about trying to find out who they are. Yeah. Someone here is in a healing phase. You're really in a deep phase of, I'm not sure what I want, but I do know that I want healing and I want victory. And in order to get victory, I feel like I have to close some sort of a chapter, cycle, sorry, not a chapter, but a cycle, 10 of Swords. I don't want to hurt anymore. Someone could be coming out of healing, but I don't want to hurt anymore. I just want to bring this. I want to bring the hurting to an end. You're wandering about. You feel kind of lost. Just understand that just because you're not all that wander are lost. Please remember that. You're supposed to be making decisions, and I think you are making a decision to possibly cut someone out or end a situation, or maybe just come out of hiding or out of healing. Maybe you're going to start communicating more, because the Four of Wands, you don't really communicate a whole lot. It feels like you're withdrawn, and that's why you're not communicating a lot right now. You could be in the midst of wondering if something is over or you're about to bring something to an end. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. We have the Knight of Moons in the reverse. So it looks like an unrequited love situation, or something that you feel like you cannot win on in terms of love. The the Knight of Moons is the Knight of Cups. In this deck is the Wandering Moon Tarot. Moons are always cups. You go back and forth. Six of Swords, I can't go anywhere. I'm not moving. This same card came up in the Virgo reading, Capricorn. I think it was in this spot over here. No, it was down here. It was close to the same spot, I think. Nonetheless, we've got the Knight of Moons. So I feel like there is something going on in a relationship. Six of Swords in the reverse. I can't leave until I figure it out. I feel like you're trying to figure it out. Queen of Pentacles, there you are, Capricorn. So Capricorn, it is you. You're the one that's thinking that maybe someone is no longer in love with you, or maybe you're no longer in love with someone else. The Ten of Swords is the end of the cycle. Maybe I should just bring it to a close. The Four of Swords is that you're not talking to anybody. It's on your mind. You're thinking about it. You're trying to heal. Maybe you're trying to heal the mind. But I feel like, this is the Ten of Swords. We're thinking about it over here, and it's in the future here, bringing it to fruition. So it feels like you're trying to connect with yourself. While you're doing that, you're really not talking to people. It feels like you do want to walk away from something that's been hurtful. Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please. Queen of Stars. Stars are pentacles in this deck. We have the Queen of Moons. You're in love with this person, but you don't know if they're in love with you. The Two of Pentacles. You're juggling a lot of things. It's like it feels like you are doing a lot of the, yeah. It feels like you're the one that's juggling either other people, or you're just juggling a lot within this relationship. Like maybe you're doing a lot of the work, because the Queen of Pentacles is here and she's the Capricorn, right? She's the one who is mimicking the Empress. So I feel like you're doing all of it. The yard work, the housework, the laundry, the making of the food. And it feels like somebody else here is not contributing. And you're wondering, are they not contributing, Elsie, because they're just not in love with me? Or are they juggling other people in love? What's going on here? Let's ask that. Tell me what's being juggled here. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's being juggled here is a breakthrough, or the Sun. Do I want to be seen? Okay, the Queen of Wands shows up. Whew. Just listening. The Knight of Moons, the messages stop moving. We stop talking about our feelings. The Two of Pentacles, we're now juggling. The Sun and the Queen of Wands tells me that somebody really clearly sees attraction. Somebody wants clarity on our passion, clarity on our passions. Are we both in charge here, or is the Queen of Wands in charge? Got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, fire energy. Somebody is juggling another connection. It feels like I'm looking at the Queen of Wands as the mistress. It feels like maybe somebody finds out that there's another person or a mistress. Somebody's going to find out that there's another person in the mix here that you didn't know about. It's a realization, or something gives clarity. The Hanged Man, you knew it. It was in your gut. You kind of felt that this person was being a little defensive about your communications with them, and I think it's because we're in the Seven of Wands. We're holding our ground. I think somehow you find out that there is somebody who's trying to manifest communication with somebody else. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. Four of Wands, the Fool. Somebody's going to leave you. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, I'm sorry to say it that way. I really don't like to do these readings that are negative like this, but I do see the Eight of Wands as communication about the Four of Wands. Somebody's taking a leap in the dark. Somebody's taking a leap at the moon energy. They might do it, not let you know it. Maybe you don't see it coming. They're either you or your person has decided that they're communicating with someone else about the Four of Wands. They're communicating with somebody else about some sort of should we move in together? For some of you, I think you are the one making the decision and not telling someone else. Or it could be the other way around, y'all. There we go, the Hermit's out. I've got the Three of Cups in the reverse, the breaking down of a third party, or because of a third party, and I don't want to fight with you anymore. Five of Swords. I don't want to argue with you anymore. Yeah, if you need to end this thing and go back to the Two of Wands, you go ahead and do that. It feels like somebody's holding off the inevitable end. Yeah, the Death card is here. It feels like you're holding off the inevitable end of something, and you're tired of waiting for your ships to come in. Yeah, you're tired of putting in all the work because the other person, I feel, isn't putting in any work. You don't want to wait anymore. It's like time is a wasting. That's what it feels like here. Okay, Aquarius, it's you. Aquarius, this is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Aquarius, please. Aquarius, this will take you over to the sneak peek that we're going to have on Monday or Tuesday. So this will be for the next 48 hours. Just wanted to get some energies out for the weekend for you. And I didn't get to it on Friday, so here we are. Here we are, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, tell us about 48 hours. What do we got here? We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. Just want to tell you that the Virgo and the Capricorn readings had that. You might want to roll back. Tell me what else we need to know about somebody here who feels stuck. Their thought pattern is stuck. They're not learning their lesson. King of Wands and the Moon. You don't know what to think about the King of Wands. Somebody here is stuck in their thinking, waiting. It's all about the King of Wands. I feel like the Six of Swords represents you haven't learned your lesson yet about the King of Wands. You haven't learned your lesson, and that's why you're stuck. You're stuck in the Moon energy, not knowing what to do. I think you know what to do, if I'm being honest. I think you know what to do, but you don't want to do it because you're a fixed sign, and it feels like you've put a lot of time and energy into the King of Wands. And I feel like you don't want to let it go. I think that you're sitting in this energy without learning the lesson because you are scared of moving forward. You don't know, you feel like moving forward might bring darkness. The Moon energy, right? A lot of hidden feelings and tumultuous stuff underneath. Yeah. King of Wands. Tell me more about this. You are in love with an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. You think this person is your person, and that's why you can't move on. Now, the thing is that this is about soulmates. We have a lot of soulmates, y'all. We have a lot of soulmates in this life who are led here, sent to us so they can lead us, right, on the next path. We have the King of Cups here. So you're very deeply in love with someone here that there is no movement with. It's like you left the King of Wands in the past, or the King of Wands is not catching up with you. You're stuck. You don't know what to think about the emotional or the depth of emotion here. It feels very clouded, very murky. We're not really communicating here, Elsie. There is suffering here. That's what this card says here. Oh, swiftness. I thought it said suffering. Swiftness. So, yeah, things aren't moving here. We're not really talking. There isn't really much communication, or the communication has stopped altogether. And it's sad. It's making you sad. I'm sorry. Here's the Ten of Pentacles. You two may have been in a long-term relationship, or you're sad that maybe this long-term relationship, is not going to happen, I feel. So you're going to have to manifest something else. Yeah, absolutely. No regrets. Five of Wands. No more indecision. I need to manifest what's for me. I feel badly because this thing didn't work out with the King of Wands, but I think I just need to move forward to my abundance here. That's wealth, right? I need to move forward to the abundance. And we have the High Priestess here. Yeah, your intuition is on high. The Magician and the High Priestess. So you know that there's more out there for you. You know that there's another manifestation coming in, and you're waiting for it there. Two of Wands. You're waiting at the crossroads. I think that's this weekend that you decide that you're just going to leave the King of Wands in the dust. Or maybe not this weekend, but the next 48 hours. There's a decision that it's not moving forward. It's time to shut it down here. I need to be single. Yeah. We have the earthly power, which is the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So there's something coming up for you that you don't see that's really wonderful. Either you're taking charge of the situation, or there is somebody who possibly is an Aries in the future. Someone who may have been toxic in the past, but now they're coming in, galloping in. They want your love. Interesting. Yeah, somebody who may have been toxic in the past, or you may have considered them toxic in the past. And we have the Death card, which means they are no longer toxic, is what I want to say. And we have the Knight of Cups telling me there's a message coming in from love. Yeah, the Two of Cups here. So I feel like it could be the Emperor, but the Fool is here as well. Like, gosh, I can't even plan those cards, right? Yeah. We've got the, this here I feel is, you know, we decide that it's too bad that it didn't work out, but I think you move along, and when you decide to turn your back on whatever was back here, whatever, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, there's no divine timing here. It's not time to move forward. Yeah, someone's made a decision, but the universe is saying, no, that's not what's supposed to be going on here. That you're supposed to be, you know, be okay with not getting the communication, because what's coming is abundant, something that you don't have to fight for, something that you're not going to be in indecision about, something that you've manifested is coming, and you're going to get a confirmation of your intuition when this thing comes to fruition here. Yeah, it feels like for now you should be single, because what's coming in for you is pretty freaking amazing. All right, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces, this is your sneak peek for the next 48 hours. I didn't get here to do one, sorry, for the weekend, but so I thought I'd leave you one for the next 48 hours. We'll see what we come up with here. Sneak peek for the next 48 hours for Pisces, please. The moon rising, Venus and Jupiter. Pisces. All right. Okay. Just listening. It's a partnership that is dissolved, and it might be because we're quiet. There is communication coming in, though, but somebody here has been in hermit mode, sitting here with the Ace of Cups, wondering if this partnership is over. Do we even have a foundation anymore? It feels like maybe two people built some sort of a foundation of friendship or partnership, and it feels like somebody here, it could be two people that are in love with each other. Somebody's not telling their feelings. We're keeping them hidden. I'm just thinking about them. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be two people who are working on something together, something that's at its early stages, so a project or something at work, something that's going to pay out in pentacles. But right now it's either in the building stage, or we're not talking about it, or we're not on each other's team, because somebody here is hiding their feelings. Somebody here is trying to figure out how they feel about you. I'm not really sure. Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Is there enough work here? Can we resume where we left off? There's going to be communication coming about that from the Knight of Swords. Tell me about that. It's going to be a little bit, how can I say? It's going to be choppy conversation is what I want to say. This person isn't very good with their words, and so maybe they don't speak a lot. Maybe they don't talk a lot. Some people are like that, right? That they don't just say words at every situation. And then you know when they open their mouths, it's time to listen, because they don't offer an opinion, usually. This is someone who I feel is quite stoic in their thinking and how they are with other people. They probably mirror other people, but they don't show other people how they're feeling about them under the surface. So this may be someone who is kind of indifferent to you being in the room, or it may feel that way, or maybe this person just isn't good at expressing themselves, because the Knight of Swords is still young, brave but youngish, right? And is moving so quickly that sometimes we can forget things, right? Charlie shows me someone checking their back pockets and their front pockets. Do I have my wallet? Do I have my keys? Do I have my purse? Do you know what I mean? Someone is going to leave without something because they leave so quick or make such a quick and snap decision that sometimes it feels like maybe all my thoughts aren't. Yeah, somebody feels really scattered about the Ten of Pentacles. And only from, I feel, the Pisces, the person who's looking at the Ten of Pentacles and feels frazzled about it, is a person who's kind of really serious about you. It feels like somebody is going to talk to you about abundance or about the Ten of Pentacles, or where do we go from here? What is this thing? What are we doing here? I feel like you're going to find out what we're doing here. Someone is undecided whether this is 3 of Pentacles. Is it viable? Do we keep growing it? Will it grow to the 10? Yes, it will. It absolutely will. Look at you. You have some wish fulfillment coming in. Yeah, something that's going to change your life. It's going to change the course of your life for sure. The Ace of Pentacles is the brand new start. Whatever is materializing right now. I feel like if you don't know it because it may be hiding, that you don't see that the 10 of Pentacles is currently materializing for you, Pisces. You will know that this is in play when this person comes to you and speaks to you about what this is. What is this? Should we put a label on it? Are we dating? Are we just a partnership? Or is it the beginning or is it the end? When will I see you again? That's the 3 degrees that sing that song. Yeah, that's the lyrics. Someone wants to know, is this the beginning? They're scared. Like this person, I feel, is used to keeping their thoughts to themselves. They usually don't share their feelings. Or someone is trying to really search within the self about how they feel about the Ace of Cups. Why am I feeling this? Because the Hermit, I believe, is feeling the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. 5 of Cups. I don't want to be in regret. Somebody's going for broke. That's why we have the Knight of Swords here. Somebody here is going for broke. They're like, I don't care. I don't care if the words don't come out right. I don't care. I don't want to be left in regret. I want the Ace of Pentacles. Someone wants to invest in you, Pisces. Someone who's going to be very honest with you. Someone who is honest, noble. Someone who is, you know, very kind of law-abiding. I see this person as a lawyer, a magistrate, a judge. Someone who is always in the fight for what is right. This person is a fixed sign, though. This is Aquarius. And so this person may have definite opinions about things, that they're always speaking their own truth. It might not be your truth, but they are speaking their own truth always. Trying to be the voice that brings truth and balance. Trying to make the decisions that are best for all involved. Pisces, your person could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. They don't have to be. They could also be a Virgo. They could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Ooh. So whatever this person, whatever this King of Swords says to you, Pisces, is really going to have impact. What is that? Why do we have the Tower here? I believe the Tower is about the 10 of Pentacles. I think you didn't realize that this person was actually going to come at you with words. I think that up till now, it's been kind of silent, if I'm being honest. And I don't mean that you've not been talking to each other. I mean that we've not been talking about what this is. What is the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse? Are we dating? Are you my girlfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Like, is it more serious than that? Is it less serious than that? What's going on? Well, I feel like somebody here is trying to bust out of old habits. So what I want to say is your person that's charging in, I want to say they want to bust out of old habits. The universe is trying to help them do that. This person, I think, is either fighting addictions or they are fighting toxic thought patterns. So this king, it's all about being cerebral with the King of Swords, right? So I feel like somebody's fighting their own toxic thought patterns, or someone is making a decision to do things differently than they've ever done them before. It feels like the King of Swords is not afraid, very brave in fact, right? Is not afraid to have the Tower fall. It feels like that up in the mind, the King of Swords feels like I usually have to deal with a toxic cycle. Like usually this person who is, I feel your person, this King of Swords is really sort of fighting with themselves about what they're going to say to you. It's going to cause a Tower. And they're going to let you know that maybe they have an addiction. Maybe they have obsessive thoughts about you. They're going to reveal some sort of fear that they have about the illusion falling. We feel like is this the right time? Not sure if this is the right time. 3 of Swords. Am I going to get my heart broken? So it feels like It feels like the King of Swords wants all of this with you. Yeah. Wants the Ace of Pentacles, wants the Ace of Cups. But this person's not saying anything to you because they're not sure about your feelings. What they want is the 10 Pentacles. But they feel that if they say something, that either it could maybe startle you or make you scared of a new beginning. This person, for some of you, may be saying, sorry, I don't think it's the right time for us. And that's going to end in heartbreak. That's only for some of you. For others of you, I feel that somebody is trying to get over or break down or get rid of their toxic behavior, and they're choosing love, Page of Cups. They're choosing to say, look, I'm sorry that I haven't said anything about how I feel about you, but that's not usually my pattern. I feel like somebody here is trying to break a pattern. So the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse tells me someone here is trying to break a pattern of getting their heart broken because they led with passion. Somebody here is wanting to communicate about how they've been hurt in the past. Arguments, fighting, right fighting. I don't want to live there anymore. 8 Wands tells me somebody here wants to tell you about why they're heartbroken from past relationships. I think somebody here wants to, the Virgo is going over all the details of what can I do to stop this from breaking down like the last one did. And I think that's what you're going to be talking about. Yeah, it ends with the 9 of Cups here. So I think somebody really wants to tell you about the history that they've had with other relationships, that maybe they started with passion and that those relationships didn't move forward. But they want it to be different from here. They don't want to hold their ground because they don't want to be disconnected from you. They don't want to risk their 9 of Cups. They don't want to be in indecision anymore. What they want is they want to be your emperor. Yeah, there we go. Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the 6 of Wands. Victory in the Lovers after our conversation. It's going to work. Yep, it will. Oh, look at that. We're going to find out a lot of things about each other, right? The Page of Swords is the investigator. We're going to have a lot of knowledge about how to get to victory. I think this is going to work out, actually. Yeah. I think that somebody who's usually very disconnected is choosing to put on their big boy pants or the big girl pants, and they're going to lead with passion, but they're going to tell you, look, I've led with passion before and it never worked. But I want to talk about my feelings. I think somebody here is going to talk about their feelings. Yep, found out something about you, and I like what I see. I'd like to take some adventures with you. Let's make a decision to be passionate and move forward. 4 of Wands, 2 and 4 is 6. And we've got victory. Yeah, after I find out everything I need to know about you, Page of Swords, I think we'll have victory. So I think it's going to work out. I think you drop a bunch of burdens here and it moves to the 10 of Cups. I think it is going to work out for you here. All right. That's it. That's all for the next 48. Let me know in the comments. Did it work out for you? Did it not? I'd like to know. I'm out for now, and I love you guys so much. I'm going to leave, and I will see you, I don't know, probably Monday. See you. Bye-bye.